Hello viewers, so in this video I am going to be showing you how to make Miyan Taushe. Miyan Taushe is a Hausa food in Nigeria. It's a soup that is being used to eat tuwo in Nigeria. To make the soup, which is called Miyan Taushe, I am going to be using tripe. So I'm going to be using the tripe. I've got the oxtail here, which is a cow tail. I've also got the goat head, which I'm going to be cooking together, and the leg. So all these meat are going to be cooked together. Of course, I'm going to blend my onions and pepper and tomatoes together with scotch bonnets, which I'm going to pour in later. You might be wondering, what is this? This is pumpkin. So we're going to be cooking pumpkin. Another name for it is pumpkin soup, but we cook it differently in Nigeria because these two go together, which is the groundnut and the pumpkin with crayfish. We're going to be cooking everything together. A bit of palm oil, and of course we're going to be adding spinach to it. Don't forget your seasoning, which I'm going to be adding seasoning to it as well. Straight into the cooking, I am just going to be pouring the meat. So this is the goat head. I'm going to pour the goat head into the pot. My shaki, which is cow tripe. My beef, which is the leg of beef, and my oxtail. I'm going to be pouring the oxtail as well. We add 1 tablespoon of salt. Two onions and 800 grams of water. Then you allow to cook for 30 minutes. Right, just to talk you through about what I'm doing. Right, so what I've done is to peel the back, which as you can see, and of course I've actually removed all the seed inside as well. So this is what the back looks like, and this is what it's going to look like when you remove it. And these are the seeds. So you discard the seeds and you discard the back as well. So this is what we need. We're just going to chop this up into cubes. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that. So easy, you remove that like that. You might want to make it easy for you to cut. You might want to, slice it into 2, then just peel the back like this, and that's what you need to do. Right, so this is the chopped pumpkin, as you can see. So I've actually peeled it and removed the seeds, so I'll set that aside. We're going to use this later. So what we're going to do now is we're going to blend the scotch bonnet. So I've got 4 scotch bonnets there, 2 onions. I've got my big pepper here, so I've got 4 of it, which I'm going to blend. I've got 120 grams of groundnuts. I've got crayfish as well, probably around 40 grams of crayfish there. Then 1 tomato. So I'll be blending everything together. What I'm going to do, instead of adding this separately, then adding the tomatoes separately and adding the groundnut and crayfish separately, I am going to be blending everything together and pouring it at the same time. So what I just want is, you want your meat to cook for 30 minutes, then we're going to blend everything together apart from the pumpkin, chopped pumpkin, then we'll pour it in and we allow it to cook again for another probably 20 to 30 minutes because the meat is tough, and of course we want this to be actually soft as well. Right, it's been cooking for over 30 minutes. At this point you might want to taste for the seasoning. If you want to add more seasoning, you can add more seasoning at this point, but I'm not adding more seasoning now. I'm going to be adding it later. So what we want to do next is just to add our pumpkin. So I'm going to add the whole of this pumpkin into the meat. Also, we're going to then add blended, this is what it looks like, as you can see, blended groundnut, crayfish, onion, tomatoes, scotch bonnet and pepper. For that, and you just want to give it a good stir. Okay, add about 300 grams of palm oil, about 3 ml of palm oil. Just there. At this point you might want to taste for the seasoning. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of my crayfish seasoning. You might want to add Maggi or no, or anything you want to add to that, and just stir, and you leave this to cook for another 30 minutes. I've been cooking this soup for another 30 minutes now. The reason why I've cooked it all together, we're looking around 1 hour, is because of the toughness of the meats. So as you can see, you can even see the pumpkin is dissolved, and we have little bits there, which is good. And basically that's it. For those who think the Hausa people don't have soup, I mean, tell you, Nigeria is blessed. Do you understand? So this is, you know, we can call it Miyan Taushe or Miyan Taushe or Miyan Taushe, anything. Just call it Miyan. Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. So what we're going to be adding now is the vegetable. So you can add any vegetable you want to add. You can add spinach, you can add water leaf, you can add ugu, anything you want to add. But in this case, I'm going to be adding spinach. So just going to be adding that to the soup now. Right, so I'm just going to be adding this to the soup now, and you can see, as you can see, I'm just going to add that to the soup and just allow this to cook for another 5 minutes, and that's it. Just have a look at that. We're no longer going to cover this, okay? We're just going to leave it open, because the more you cover it, the more it steams up and water goes back inside. Okay, so look at that. That is beautiful. Miyan Taushe, Miyan Taushe, or Miyan Taushe, call it anyhow. Just make it. That you are Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, it doesn't really matter. Just enjoy the beauty of African food. You know, this is pure Nigeria. You are one, no? So you think Hausa people don't have good soup? The way we have our own gbegiri is the way they have their own soup as well. This is correct one. Cook this for your husband and your children. Let them understand that Nigeria is rich. Don't giving them fast food. You know, the reason I'm making all these videos is for us to have a documentary of Nigerian food. You know, even though the Hausa people are going to eat it with tuwo, but you can eat it with eba, you can eat it with amala, you can eat it with rice. You can even take it as like a soup. If you want to take it like soup, you be calling yourself Bingpe Felix Chinedu, and you be putting leaf. You now put cheese next to it with jelly, and one tiny piece of meat, one tiny like this. You call that Nigerian food, with leaf on top of it and the asparagus and milk. They will now decorate it. Instead of eating ofe nsala, ofe were, instead of eating Miyan Taushe and gbegiri, if you're eating abula, look at this. Imagine you serve this for your husband and your children. Teach your children how to cook African, please. Yeah, let them, when they get to university, they will appreciate you forever. Special thanks to Yakola. It's my mom. She's coming very soon anyway. Look at that. You can't complain. Miyan Taushe is an Hausa food, and you can enjoy to eat it with anything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.